country coming back towards Clonmane. We'll either pass through the village or the lane's very close by, and then onto the Mamore Gap. Nice day, 20 to 2 now.
Hope the microphone's picking that up. There's at least 2 cuckoos calling in there. Might even be third one answering as well. Definitely 2. I was keeping an eye out, but haven't seen one. I'm still on 8.
Looked at the map, I've just ridden half a mile in the wrong direction. Never mind. Let's turn around. It's downhill actually, so getting complacent with the map reading. Gosh, the pollen's really coming out, so I'm collecting on the verges. I'm on just these minor roads just south of Clonmane. And then there's a long minor road down to the road with the gap. So it's just going to be a twisty turny, uppy downy. It's like it is now, I think. But you can very easily get lost. I've already done one wrong turn, so keeping an eye on the map now. I thought this was the flat road to the foot of Mamore Gap, but might be the climb to the foot of Mamore Gap anyway. It's a long straight drag. On the mountain to the left there's like a pillar that looks like a big triangle cone thing. I have to work out what that is. Still dragging on up. It's got a bit easier, although there is a tailwind. Probably take twice as long with all the luggage. I nearly did this before pitching up last night, and I think I'd have arrived at the campsite at like 6:30 instead of 4:30 probably. I don't know if the GoPro caught that, but I heard that cuckoo, and it's just flown, gone right round, right back behind me now. Still in the bush. Well, the trees rather. 9 cuckoos. And counting, I believe. 9 cuckoos. And a tailwind. I'm not going to say is at the summit. This is long and straight with lots of false summits. Need a couple of dips. It's not easy work, but it's not hard, but I certainly wouldn't have wanted to do it yesterday. Fox's Rock looped trail and the Bulb Away loop. Both hiking, cycling trails to go up there. This could be a summit finish in the race, this could. Bring the race up here. That'd be cracking, that would. Is this summit cam or not? It could well be. There's another rise to come. Gosh. Try and helmet cam this end. Oh, speed! Oh my lord, look at that. Well, he said it goes straight up and then there's a twisty descent, and I thought that was it, but obviously this is the Mamore Gap. What I thought was the Mamore Gap was the warm-up. Good grief. This is grovel in the granny ring cam. Couldn't have done this before the site with the luggage, I don't think. Bloody hell. Oh, there's the sea. Looks promising. Gosh. 3 kilometers steep. Yeah, in that way as well. Welcome to Uris. Right, let's have a rest and get on the helmet cam. I shan't go mad though because I don't know the road. What a road. On this part of the Wild Atlantic Way, it takes me all the way back round to Clonmany. If you knew that road, that could be really good fun. Well, it was good fun anyway. Absolutely mental bends, because you go round and it would be tighter and off camber and there'd be a massive dip to negotiate. calm now on the slow roads. I think I've got another hour. Back to Clonmany. I'd make it 4 o'clock. Have some dinner, walk to the beach and go to bed, I think. See if anyone's turned up at the site. Wonder if there's any other cycle tourists who've timed it with the, is it Lochfoyle ferry over to Britain. But we'll see. It's 3:30 and 1 kilometre to the campsite, so of course there's time to look at a ruined church. This is St Columba's, home to the jackdaws, by the sound of it. Just plaster on the wall and nothing else. Imagine it would have been quite impressive with if it had stained glass windows. Lovely aspect. I can see those houses there are on the lane to the campsite. Been the vestry where the vicar got changed. I think that's what you call it. It's been an absolutely stunning day. It's my first time actually pitching the tent and doing a ride and going back to the same place, and it's a really nice thing to do actually. I was thinking if I had a camper van, and it would be, well, it'd be easier without one as well, because I've just done it, but be a nice sort of thing to do. Nice way to tour. You got the speed of the petrol and the relaxation of the bicycle. So I'll head back to site now, charge stuff up, and yeah, and probably update in a minute. In a couple of hours after I've got changed. Information about the church. 6th century early monastic site, 12th century parish church, in 1608 the rebellion, and 1609 the plantation and church land seeds. First rector in Strade, Reverend John Stern, from 1622 to 1627. 1711 deaths of Domhnall Gorm and his brother Peada. 1772 the present church was built. 1859 Reverend Mungo Thompson, last rector in Stride. 1876 Clonmany and Dunner parishes amalgamated. 1914-18 services for soldiers in Glenfield camp, and in 1927 the church was closed and the roof removed. It's been left ever since. There's quite a few blue tit nests in it now. There's more information here.
It says young men who wish to study for the priesthood are to go to Catholic countries in Europe. As Domhnall and Gorm and Peder McLaughlin from near Moville were en route to the continent to begin their studies, but were shipwrecked off the English coast, having been rescued. They were then given the opportunity to study for the established church in England. Only Domhnall accepted, thus becoming a Protestant minister. He was appointed rector of the St. Columba's Stride in 1672. His brother continued his journey and was ordained a Franciscan in the Irish College in Louvain, Belgium. Became a mendicant friar in Clonmany during the same period. Reverend Daniel Domhnall had a very small congregation, had the means to build a magnificent house near his church, which I'm presuming is that one. His impoverished brother had thousands of parishioners, but during the period of penal law, their only safe places of worship were the Mass Rocks by the Sea or Mountain Glen, and both died in 1711 and are buried here in unmarked graves. What a strange time to live in. Your brothers and your different churches, and one's oppressed and one isn't. Anyway, we'll head back into sight now. Nice to look around. I'm just back. Strava has synchronized, and I'm about to do my diary. I do it on Strava and then I write it up when I get home. That's easier than bringing the paper riding log out with me. So basically I started here, up this dead end lane, Ballyliffin, all the way down across that shortcut up to Malin, and then I did these lanes here, very nice. The lane around, past the shop, got a fridge magnet there. That's the only souvenir opportunity actually, because I stopped in Malin for food. I went across the hill and there was nothing souvenir-y there, and then back the same way I come until I got to here, and went over the lanes, over the hill there, and over the hill almost into Clonmany but not quite, up the hill and then downhill, and then I thought that was the Mamore Gap, and then this one here was the Mamore Gap, and then I've come down around here, Stride there where that church was, and now I've come back and I'm on my own for the night unless someone else turns up. It's 4 in the afternoon. Can't hear the cuckoo for the moment, but Michael's gone, the motorcyclist. I didn't see him on the road. He must have... I got up there quite quick, and then I was on the lanes, and he was following the Wild Atlantic Way more closely than me. And then the couple there from the family from Longford, I think they were in the big tent. They've gone. So I've got a chair now. I sat and had a cup of tea in it last night, so I'm going to do my diary, have my shower, put stuff on charge, because I found a secret plug socket, and I charged stuff last night with no trouble, so I'm going to do the phone and the GoPro tonight. That's the secret though. I want to make an adapter so you can get them, so I can plug into one of these thingies here, you know, the camper van things. I'm gonna have to make one because it worked at Thelmont, and it charged a power bank actually very quickly, quicker than normal electric. So I'll have to get one of them. That's the closest I've heard the cuckoo, but I've still not seen it. In other news, we have a problem. It's completely melted. I'm going to put it in the shade, and hopefully in the morning, it will be okay. I'll run it under the tap, I think. So there's a place on Google reviews, well, Google Maps, and it's got 2 5-star reviews called Killorn Old Cemetery. Well, I've walked up the side of the hill. You see the line of static caravans down there, and it's not up here. I can hear the cuckoo, but now I've just got to get back down. So there's no cemetery here by the looks of it. There's a stunning landscape though. Let's see if my chocolate's defrosted. Not defrosted, the opposite. Solidified. Two cuckoos now. So they might find each other or they might not. Either way, I thought I would have seen them by now, but couldn't find the cemetery, so I'm trying a different way to the beach, which looks like it isn't the way. Just a track to a field. So I've got my old way to the beach, which I did yesterday. I could try that, or I could try the other side of the river. Well, I won't get around here, seeing as I went to the beach last night along the other side. I was scrambling over the top of the wall and holding on to the barbed wire. I'll give it a miss tonight. Cuckoo over there, and over there. I think a camper van's turned up in my... I was backing out. I thought he turned up in like the tent bit then. Hope he's not run my tent over. Yeah, I head back and get an early night, I think. I do feel quite tired after yesterday. This is a toilet. I just found it a bit... I just noticed a letterbox. You go, if you forget your toilet roll, you can have it posted. And then got a nice view. Look at the window. Chocolate is now hard. May as well eat it now because it's a bit worse for wear.
I'm in bed now. It's 8:30 or something like that. I don't know how well you can hear that, but there's 2 cuckoos now, and I still haven't seen one. But they're cuckooing at the same time sometimes. They're not letting each other have its own turn. Sometimes far away like now, and sometimes quite close.